As Iran economy is in deep trouble, as we all know, with little prospect for growth this year or even the next. Now, official annual inflation, in fact, it starts at with official inflation is almost at 42%. Now, this is a mixture of straight up economic losses, protests by the traders, the fabled bazaar traders, and of course the subsequent crackdown, in fact, by the Amini administration. So let's take you through what happened day after day, straight from the 28th of December, when these protests initially broke out at two of the very prominent markets in Tehran. And mind you, all of these visuals, viewers, we have for you correspond to the exact day and the events that took place on that very day. First and foremost, rial hit a record low of 1.45 million per one for every $1. What does this mean? This means that the value of $1 was equivalent to 1.45 million rials. Next up, what the effect of this was dire. Merchants at Tehran's fabled Aladdin and Charsu markets they downed their shutters. This is day one. It's the economy that breaks the camel's back when the rial, in fact, collapses 1.4 million to $1 mind you. Tehran shuts down and anger, in fact, spills onto the streets. Then we proceed to the 29th of December, where strikes expand to Tehran's Grand Bazaar. This is the same bazaar mentioned in movies, Tehran's famous Grand Bazaar. What does this do? Tehran's Tankman video then goes viral, as you see right here. By day two, the unrest spreads really fast. Iconic images like the one you see here go viral. A man sitting on the road against the police force, not letting them pass. Now, a video shared with Iran International right here shows one protester sitting in the middle of the street, the very middle of the street, viewers, and refusing to move as a motorbike riding security force moved in on the demonstrators. Now we move in to the 30th of December, where students from major universities across the country joined in the protests. Very importantly, viewers, this is the day when the protests actually went national. They spread across the length and breadth of Iran. Security forces were forced to fire on the protesters in Hamadan province. Now, on day three, there were clashes reported from Hamadan. On the succeeding day, on the 31st of December, the government shut down businesses in 21 out of the 30-odd provinces in Iran. Now, the first fatalities were also confirmed in Fasa and Khuddash provinces. The government also closed businesses as the first fatalities were just confirmed. Come New Year, and Tehran's vegetable market workers now joined the strikes that were, in fact, initially limited to the Grand Bazaar and other markets. Not only this, but more fatalities, we are giving to learn, were also recorded on the first. You have it right here. Fatalities were reported in the Lodajan region. They were also reported from the Charmahal and the Bakhtiari provinces in southwestern Iran. Now, on the 3rd of January, viewers, Trump initially warns of US intervention. There's also a 35% drop in internet traffic due to constant power outages. Now, this is day 7. The crisis goes global and Iranians start losing access to the outside world. By the 6th of January, exiled Kurdish political groups start calling for a general strike. This is when the Iranian government actually promises a relief or a handout of $7 a month, which only makes things worse from them. Troops reportedly abandoned Abdaman and Malik Shah cities. So we also start getting reports of troop abandoning cities to protesters, which subsequently we were getting to learn that the administration took control of both of these sites yet again. Now, in the latest, exiled Prince Raza Pahlavi, as we were just hearing, has called for nationwide protests. And also there's an internet blackout that has been imposed across the country, viewers, and protests have flared